Hi everyone. Today I'd like to talk about what's happened to Mr Farage and a lot of other people with their bank accounts. Hi guys, so as I said, Mr Farage has been had his bank account with allegedly it's Coots who have kicked him out. They gave him 60 days to find another bank and refused to tell him why. Now he thinks it's either because of his dealings with Brexit and so on, or it's because he's a politically exposed person, which is apparently some weird thing the EU did. So he's tried 9 other banks to get a both business and personal bank account, and they've all said no. Now, okay, you may say, you know, I don't agree with Mr Farage or what he says, so stuff him. Well, that's okay. So you've got vicars who've been kicked out of their banks, other people who've been kicked out of their banks, and even a disabled girl with Down syndrome who's Mr Lawson's grandchild, and she's not allowed a bank account because her grandfather was a politically exposed person. This has gone mad. It's nuts. How can you just take away people's bank accounts like that? I don't know. And the problem is, obviously everything's done online now, isn't it, pretty much? Or you have your card, you tap it, you pay, and they want to bring in these CBDCs. What's going to happen then? The government, if they don't like what you say, can turn those bloody things off. So what are you going to do then? It's becoming, Britain is becoming more and more like a communist regime. What with all these PMP cameras all over the place, you know, you've got and mustn't say the wrong thing to people or you'll be cancelled. You know, this is nuts. What happened to Britain being a free and open country? It's gone mad. And apparently the BBC have come out and said, oh, Coots have said he can have a NatWest bank account, because of course Coots is owned by the NatWest. And don't forget, it wasn't so long ago that we bailed out a lot of banks, and us, the taxpayer, paid a lot of money to bail them out, and this is how they're repaying people. It's total and utter madness. How they are getting away with this, I don't know. It's about time the government stepped in and did something about this. It's nuts. Now, obviously, if you don't agree with Nigel and you think it's funny, okay, what are you going to say when maybe the political weather vane turns and what you believe in is considered to be bad? You're going to be jumping up and down too. So, you know, it doesn't just affect Nigel or the other people it's affected with, like the Free Speech Union had their PayPal account cut off. Some other people have had their bank accounts cut off. I believe Reform had their bank account cut off because they didn't like their views. You know, this is madness. And all at a time when they're trying to bring in these CBDCs, as I said, when they'll have even more control because they can program that money. They can say, oh, no, you've been a very naughty boy. You can't have anything today. You can't buy that food. You can't fill up your car with petrol. You can't buy maybe some medicine you need. No, you can't buy that because you've been naughty. So my view is watch out, because this may well bite the people who think it's funny in the backside, and I think we need to stand up and do something about it. We need to keep our cash, and I believe GB News is running a campaign to bring back cash or make sure that we keep it, and I would advise anybody that that really cares about this to sign their petition. I'll put a link to it in the description, because this is mad. The banks have gone nuts, and as I said before, don't forget, we paid them. We bailed them out when they cocked up, got too greedy, took too much of a risk, and now because the banks are going to fail, we had to pay loads and loads of money, buy banks, give shares in, all the time. Don't forget, they were still paying their top honchos bonuses. So something's got to change here, something big, or otherwise we're going to be no different to Russia or communist China. That's my view. Please let me know what you think, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.